guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 100 of the Hearts of Midlothian Save. I thought about doing something special, then I thought I really don't have time, so nothing special for the 100th, but happy 100 everybody. Let me know in the comments if you've been with us since the start, and if you have been, congratulations, thank you, that's a fantastic effort. Now today we have a game away from home against Hibs. It's the Edinburgh Derby, of course, and then we go to Marseille, the south of France, and we will sample some wine, and we will hopefully be at 3 points in the Champions League as we face our affiliate club in the first round of, or the first game of the group stage. Now let's have a quick reminder of how things stand. Obviously you haven't done anything in the group stage as of yet. League is looking okay. We've come straight back since last episode. All that's happened is an international break. We do have two new internationals, Anthony Turner and Jurjanovic. The new Serbian guy, the striker, have both made their international debuts. You can see we're 2 points off top. Rangers, Celtic and Dundee United are setting the pace. Hibs are right behind us though, so early days. But yeah, this is not an easy game. We are away from home. We are the favourites. We haven't looked particularly good at times, certainly attacking anyway. You can see Hervé Renard is still the manager. There's still a balanced standard playing style. We're expecting them actually to play more in this overview in this formation, so how much we can take into account of all this I'm not too sure, but they look as though they're very narrow there. The heat map is very much centered in the middle of the field, so we're going to try and defend narrowly for this one. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out, and you will see that it is Amar in goal. It's Mitchell, Nicolo, Coping and Johnson. We are resting some players here for the Marseille game. So Dozzle and Hickey go in midfield. It's Jones. We're going to try Lancaster in the number 10 role with Turner down the left. It's Aldo Silva up top. Yeah, let's see how we do here. So they are sort of playing how the scouts expected. That's fine. I'm hoping we'll be able to get overlaps down. Is that OC Tutu? Formerly of our parish, of course. I'm completely missed now. Does he go there? He's on loan from Middlesbrough. Okay, so there we go. Former one of our boys, Usi Tutu, up against us here. I'm sure Dimitri Mitchell and Anthony Turner between them will have him well and truly under control. What do we want to say to this? Pick up where we left off. We were okay last time out. Let's say keep the run going. Keep the run going. Let's try and build a little bit of confidence here. Yeah, everyone there looks good to go. Do you remember when we signed Usi Tutu? And I was so excited, we signed a young Arsenal player, he's been released from them. I think he'll be a good player for us. Look at us now. He wouldn't even dream of her, but he sold Usi Tutu because he's just not good enough. I think you see signings like that, and that just shows you exactly how far we have come as a club since we first took over. Here we go, Dimitri Mitchell with a throw, back for Hickey. The reason too, some players aren't playing. It's Lancaster. Couldn't quite find a way across the line. The reason why some players here aren't playing as well is just fatigue from international games as well. Obviously playing the games, the travelling and all that kind of stuff. Players do tend to come back fatigued. So that's another reason why we haven't maybe got the team you might expect out for this one. Plus obviously the Marseille game. Oh, Elliot Ward, what is that? We've been a little bit slow getting out there. And we find ourselves 1-0 down in the derby, and this is not what we want. Let's show some passion here. I tell you what, we've just... Curtis Jones has let his man go. I don't necessarily think... there's not much else we could have done there. We're closing him down. Is that 32? Is that Hickey? Yeah. I mean, you can't... He's done his best. It's just one of those, almost, that one, isn't it? We've let... Curtis Jones has let his man go, and after that, it's all gone a little bit wrong for us. It's just... We haven't quite been able to recover well enough. Let's demand a bit more here. And let's see what we can do. We do have options on the bench, as you can see, to change things. Curtis Jones is not having a good day. Let's give it a get creative, see if we can get something going here. Yet again, we do not look good attacking. I don't know what is wrong with us. We've been working on training sort of on possession, on the technical side of things, so creating chances, passing the ball, that kind of stuff, attacking football. We've been doing all of that, and nothing seems to be working for us. It's Curtis Jones' first start of the season after injury, so maybe that has something to do with it. We do have young Stephen Eady on the bench. We could look to bring him on. I was really hoping bringing Coping back in as the ball-playing centre-back might actually help us sort of get moves going. But we haven't seen any evidence of that so far. Let's see if the screen match at half-time is going to do anything. If not... I don't know what to do, to be honest. Lancaster in the number 10 role maybe isn't working. Curtis Jones for Aldo Silva. He's hit the post. How many times have we hit the post? That is unbelievable. Turner's having a poor day. Everybody's having bad days. All right, what we could do, we could put Lancaster on the left. We could, there's a decent ball in. Aldo Silva's there. Aldo Silva plants his header home. His first goal for the club. A really, really good cross from Jack Lancaster out on the left where he's probably more comfortable. And that is a really, really good goal. A good start to the second half. And have we just seen enough in that one move to move Lancaster out left, take Turner off, and maybe we can, you know what we might do? We are exploring the flanks, aren't we? Yeah, what we might do then is, when we're doing here, tactics. Yeah, Turner's just not having it. We could bring Claire on, couldn't we? No, let's stick to my initial plan. Let's put Edie on. Let's shovel everybody over one. And let's get an advanced. We haven't got an advanced playmaker in there because that's not really Lancaster's game. Maybe we should have not pigeonholed a player in there, just trying to get him in. Let's see what the youngster Stephen Edie can do. Turner's he's come back. He's come back a Scotland international. He's not really shown up, has he? All right, here we go. We haven't seen much else from Hibs other than the goal. Aldo Silva does really, really well there, doesn't he? There's a good ball for Jack Lancaster. There's a penalty. Is that a penalty? No, it doesn't look like it is. Usi Tutu. Come on. It's, Nicole, I thought that was a bad header, but it's fine. It's actually quite controlled heading there. I like that. Here we go with Jack Lancaster. In there for Curtis Jones. Back in the middle where he's a little bit more comfortable. Oh, that's a penalty. That's a filthy tackle. Stephen Edie. What a strike from Stephen Edie. The young winger. We signed him from Motherwell. And what a strike that is. I think we might be seeing that in goal of the season at the end of the year. It's his first goal after a relatively long injury spell as well. Who has been missing for a while. But he's absolutely lathered that in. It looked a bit of a lungy tackle there, didn't it? But look at that. That's his left foot as well. For a right winger to do that on your left foot, that is absolutely amazing. Let's tell them to concentrate. No, we don't want to let them back into this game, please, boys. We've just taken the lead. Oh, Doyle Hayes. The former Aston Villa man has stood by his fan there and not scored a goal against me. Thank you, Doyle Hayes. Much, much appreciated. Again, we still haven't looked fantastic here, have we? Let's show some passion. Lancaster's not having a great day. Let's bring Sean Clare on for him. Is there anything else we want to do? Neither of the centre-backs are having particularly strong days either, but let's leave it at that for now. The other thing I'm wondering, given that it's a tight game, we know Dimitri Mitchell, not always the best defensively, so let's make a change there. Bring Diallo on, put him back to support, and hopefully now we can probably should go back off attacking as well, shouldn't we? We can just start and see this out. 2 minutes to go. Let's win that, we do. Nicely done. Darnell Johnson. Edie in for Curtis Jones. Jones in for Silva. What's Silva got for us? Silva to Dozzle. Silva's just started to look at home this game, hasn't he? Here we go with Johnson. Back for Dozzle. Look at Hickey. He finds Hickey. He's got time. He's got space. He lays it off for Jones. Back for Hickey. Somebody shoot. What are we doing? There we go for Diallo. Diallo for Clare. It's a decent ball. It's headed away again. Oh, no. We're not going to get caught on the break, are we? We've got men back. They've got men pouring forward, though. We need to keep our heads here. Where's Amar? Save us, Amar. Usi Tutu. No! It's offside. Hooray! All right, let's understood what's happened there, people, and let's prevent that from happening again, please. Slow down the pace, and that's fine. That's fine. All right. How offside was it? Oh, I tell you what. Oh, he has gone early. Okay, fair enough. That one pass, that last pass is just what took the rhythm out of their move, wasn't it? Let's concentrate, please, boys, and let's see this out. This isn't it. There's still almost 2 minutes to go. Can we win the header, please? Nicolo's there. Jones picks it up just about. Back for Hickey, for Dozzle. Look over here, mate. Look over here. I wonder if we shouldn't be exploiting the flanks. There we go. He finds Stephen Edie. Can he get another piece of magic out of that shoe of his? Oh, it's almost a stunning pass. It's not what was needed, though. Diallo's there. Reads that. Picks it up. Keeps possession for us. Come on, boys. Just toy around with it. Maybe we shouldn't be positive anymore. We should probably be on defensive. Johnson for Dozzle. Dozzle. Rolls with it. Oh, it's Aaron Hickey. Oh, Aaron's not, he not scored. How has Aaron Hickey not scored? It looked a really, really simple chance, relatively speaking. Certainly easier than the one they scored. And the highlight continues. Coping's there. He nods it straight down to their attacker. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. It's played in. Oh, for sake. What are we doing this year? We're going to drop more points. And, what are we doing? We can't see a game out. Maybe we should have been on defensive, like I said, hoping. What is that header, mate? You've got no one around you. That is poor. It's really, really poor. And could Amar have possibly got there as well? We're overtime, and we've dropped more points. We had a warning shot with the disallowed goal as well, and we've never got going there. I'm really starting to get worried this final season isn't going to work for us. Assertive, that was not good enough today, boys. So there we go. Hibs hold out for draw. It's a game on the road. Could you make an argument that Stephen Eady goal was quite special, wasn't it? You could maybe make an argument it's not a bad point on the road, perhaps. I don't know, but we've played a game more, and we're going to be 4 points behind the leader, aren't we? There's little to no chance that all three of those clubs drop points this game. We haven't lost yet, but we've drawn 3 of our 5 games. It's not good enough. What's that? 6 drop points. We can't afford that. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back. We're off to Marseille next. Let's hope we finally put together a performance that was the Hearts team that we know. Okay, welcome back. It is time to get this Champions League campaign underway. And hopefully, well, we need to be better, don't we? Because we've just not been good enough lately. Now, if we're looking for a way out of this group, we're not the favourites for this one. We are, as I said, in the south of France at Marseille. Atletico Madrid, you'd have to say, are probably favourites to get out of the group, and you would suspect that Spartak Moscow would probably be the whipping boys. Hopefully it won't be us. So I think that might leave us in a situation where it's between us and Marseille who gets out of the group with Atletico Madrid. So being on the road here, a point would be a really, really good result for us. Let's have a look at what we're up against. It's a Rudy Garcia coach team, a standard balanced playing style. Now, unfortunately, being the first game of the group stage, we have no information on them. We have a small idea of what to expect because they're our senior affiliate club, so we can have a look at certain things. But yeah, not necessarily the way they play. Now, this is the way we're lining up. We're expecting them to play with a number 10. This formation with a number 10. So we're looking to counter that. So it's Amar in goal. It's Taylor Hihu. Castillo's going to come in to start this one. He's very good physically, jumping, good pace. Everything else is not too bad. So we're going to give him a start with Johnson at right back. It's Cochrane dropping back in to play the deep line playmaker role. We saw him do so well in Europe last year. It's Dominguez and Buchan coming in to play the advanced playmaker in place of Dozzle. Time will tell if that's a good decision or not. I think he's a better player than Dozzle, so let's hope so anyway. It's going to be Bastia, Maya, and Lancaster down the wings. It's Jovanovic up top. Now, we did sign him. I did say, didn't I? I wanted sort of as someone to drop back in. He's a decent passer. He's got good finishing as well. I'm really hoping it's a tough game for an 18-year-old to start, but let's hope he does a good job for us. If he doesn't, we do have Carlos on the bench. Also, Sean Clare, Curtis Jones, Dozzle's there as well. So we have options on the bench if we do need to change things around. What do we want to say here? I think it's there's no pressure on us today, boys. Let's just get out there. Some calm, we have faith. And yeah, just enjoy being back in the Champions League after what was quite a good run last year, wasn't it? So yeah, let's hope that we can kind of pick up where we've left off. In terms of the league, Rangers and Dundee United did drop points. Celtic won. So we're 2 points behind Rangers and Dundee. And obviously 4 behind Celtic. So that's not ideal. Oh, it's a good tackle there from Dominguez. I do fear a little bit here that we've signed too many players, too many first-team players, and we've maybe just messed up a little bit what we had last year, sort of with a settled team. So yeah, I mean, I still think we have a better team, and we should come good at some point. What I worry about is it going to come good when it's a little bit too late? If Celtic's disappeared into the distance, that's a good ball for Lancaster. Can he get a cross in? He's kind of taken the edge out of the move there. He's got it back there for Cochrane. Yeah, is it going to be sort of Celtic was already bolted off in the distance, and the group stage is kind of run away from is that Meyer? Bastia Meyer, I think, has lashed at one there and just over the bar. So yeah, that's my concern. I tell you what, Strootman's hit that. Amar's done a really, really good job to catch it. Yeah, I do think, as I said, a point here would not be horrible for us. Castillo, what's he got? Just sensible. All right, that's fine. What we don't want to do is just be giving away silly goals if we can help it. Come on, let's be sensible with how we're playing out the back here, please, boys. Greg Taylor, there's a lot of pressure on him here. I'm wondering if we... if they're going to put this pressure on us, if we need to just be a little bit more direct, perhaps. Do we want to change Jovanovic to a... That's good. We've played through the press there nicely. Jovanovic for Lancaster. Lancaster, that's a good ball for Bastia Maya. Look at that. We've played that wonderfully. and we can't find a finish, but we played through their press really, really well. Just when I was wondering if we need to start going a little bit more direct, which is what the assistant is saying as well. It's into the area. Now, are we going to get caught out here? Where is everybody? There should be someone on the edge of the area to stop this exact thing from happening. And, I tell you what, we'll take a free kick there. Well done, Johnson. That's fine. Hopefully, this won't go in, but we're in a little bit of trouble there. It's Newcastle's favourite, Florian Thauvin, and Amar's made a save. Taylor completes the clearance, into touch, and line out to Marseille. So far, so good. I think you could say, what have I said that for? Get that away. Away! Oh, I tell you what, can we hit up on the break here? Bastille Meyer's there. He's lumped it forward. Do we have a man up there? We do not. It's Tottenham legend, Stambouli, is it? Playing at the back there for Marseille. Let's put a little bit of pressure on them, please. A little bit of pressure. There we go. We've given it away. Meyer's picked it up. What's he got? Oh, we need composure. Oh, it's almost fallen for Jovanovic. I wonder if we need to lower this tempo down a little bit. If we're just rushing things ever so slightly. Jovanovic goes to close down the keeper. He's lumped it up there. We should... Taylor, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's there, Johnson. It's a poor header. Oh, don't score. Don't concede like this. It's just past the post. That was horrible. I don't know what Greg Taylor was doing. He was standing there, must be looking at a girl in the crowd or something. That's unbelievable. Here we go. Show some passion. The highlight starts. Johnson in for Bastille Meyer. Is it going to be third time a charm for him? They hack it clear and they found their man up there. Can we win this back? No, he's held possession up nicely. Can we get that? No, we can't. We might have to get stuck in, I wonder here. It's Ahmed Musa, and that's a horrible, horrible shot from distance. Leicester fans, I think, will be very, very aware of that. Alright, what did I say? We need to get stuck in. I wonder if we close the lines as well. Let's try that. Let's try that before we try get stuck in. Alright, here we go. From the corner, Bastille Meyer. What's he got? It's a ball to the back post. It's he-who! It's Castillo! How have we not scored? How have we not scored? Let's see if this high defensive line closed. I don't know what you call them. Midfield attacking lines. I'm not sure what you call those lines. They're probably just lines. If it makes any difference here. There's a good block. Dominguez picks that up. Now, can we hit them on the break? Can we hit them on the break? Meyer, he's threatened this game, hasn't he? But he hasn't really had the finishing product just yet. Here we go, Jovanovic. Jovanovic looks for Lancaster. Can't get there, and it's coming back the other way. Thauvin is absolutely just running the show from left wing, isn't he? We've got to try and do so. Oh, it's right wing, isn't it? Because it's our left side. Taylor is looking a little bit outdone here. I'm wondering if we go and tell him to man-mark Thauvin, perhaps, or Thauvin, or however you say that name. Just get a little bit closer. Oh, he's let him in, and it's 1-0 to Marseille. What can you do? We'll tell him to show some passion. We look at, are we closing down too much? Castillo's just left his man there a little bit, hasn't he? Right, let's get stuck in. Let's try counter pressing, and we'll go from there. We haven't looked bad, but again, we've not looked particularly good. They've had a lot of shots on goal. Meyer this time. It's in towards goal. Is it going to be given? Is it offside? I think it's been given. He does have really, really good free kick taking. I thought Dominguez may have interfered, and out of nowhere, we find ourselves back on level terms. Let's demand a bit more. Let's have another look at this. I thought Dominguez, one of those. Dominguez has done enough to make the keeper not be able to commit to the ball, and it's find its way in the back of the net. Midfield has not done well. I think we might go back to maybe a tried and tested Dozzle in place of Buchan, albeit Dominguez hasn't had a great game either. I don't think Jovanovic has done bad. The wingers have done okay. That begs the question, do we need to be exploiting the flanks here? The other game is still 0-0. That would obviously be a decent result for us. Passionate. It's time for everyone to dig in here. We're going to tell the people here that aren't playing well that we do need to see a bit more from them. Do I take Buchan off now? This is the thing, is that if I don't take him off, you know he's going to make some sort of horrible mistake, and I'm going to think, you moron, Aussie villain, why didn't you take him off when you said you should? I think Jovanovic is doing okay. A part of me wonders, do we actually want him playing more as an advanced forward? And if we do want that, then do we want Carlos on the field? We haven't seen too much from him in build-up, have we? In highlights, anyway. Let's maybe go. Can we go a complete forward? Let's go a complete forward, perhaps, and just see if he's not always dropping back in. Perhaps he does offer a threat in behind. We'll try that. We'll give this a little bit of time and see what happens. I am thinking Dozzle for Buchan, though. Let's see how this side of this half develops. Let's give it a get creative. Midfield isn't doing well, are they? The other thing I was going to look at, let's bring Dozzle on for Buchan. Let's make that our first change. Are we defending narrow? No. Do we need to defend narrow, perhaps? Let's try that. Because even Thoivan, the guy that's been doing really well for him, has been looking to cut in, hasn't he? So if we can maybe take that away, that's a red card. He's off. All right. That just might help us here. That just might help us. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to exploit the flanks, aren't we? Because we're going to want to stretch the game. We'll keep our low tempo. That's fine. We can keep going with the counter press. We probably keep getting stuck in. Worst case scenario, we go back to 10 aside, don't we? Darnell Johnson is on a booking, so that's not ideal. Show some passion here, boys. Dominguez is not having a good day. We could bring Curtis Jones on for him. Now, where are they playing their man short? They're playing their man short in midfield. They don't have... So let's stick in a number 10, perhaps. Cochrane's looking tired in any case. So let's bring Curtis Jones. Cochrane's on a booking now as well. So let's make that change. Deep lying playmaker, yeah, for Dominguez. Dozzle. Advanced playmaker, just on support now, though, please. And, a Shadow Strike. No, let's not do a Shadow Striker. Let's just get Jones getting forward, though. Just an advanced forward from you now, please, mate. And we might take it off, get stuck in, I think. What we don't want to do here is find ourselves down to 10 men. We do have one other sub we can make, should we choose to. My thought process right now is that might be Carlos for Jovanovic if we're going to play an advanced forward. Let's just give this a little bit of time and see what happens. It's probably time to make that move now, isn't it? I'd take Dominguez off, but we don't really have anybody else to come in and do that role. I thought Jovanovic has done okay there without maybe being outstanding. We've got work to do here defending a corner. Please, away. It is away. It's away again. It's still with Marseille. They lump it back in over to the corner taker. He's got a little bit too much space to my liking there. We don't want to concede a goal to 10 men. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh, he's gone too far. He's gone too far. He's got a shot away and it's easy for Amar. That's fine. Everybody breathe. Everybody breathe. Let's push forward here. Come on. Let's go attacking. This is a really good opportunity to sneak 3 points on the road. A point on the road isn't a bad result. It looks like it is going to be a point on the road. Could we have done better? Possibly. Especially against 10 men. They've kind of shut it down, haven't they? They haven't really given us a chance. Maybe we should have raised the tempo in hindsight. But usually I was thought they'd sit back. If we lower the tempo, we can kind of move them around. But that didn't work. But I tell you what, it's not a bad start to the group stage. It's a point on the road. It's an even game. You would hope that we're going to get a little bit better each game. We've had a lot of people wrong avoiding defeat out there. Buchan, I'm going to say, mate, you deserve to come off. You weren't great. There we go. He switched off now. Perfect. So there we go. Hearts draw against 10-man Marseille. And if we look at the group results, the other game, Moscow actually beat 9-man Atletico Madrid. So that is a really, really good result for us. Well, it appears a really good result for us right now. Maybe Moscow will end up being the class of the group. Now, if we look, hopefully, do we play Atletico Madrid next? No, we do not. We play Sparta. That's a shame, because we would have had Griezmann suspended otherwise. Although, is it one game? It is just one game for a red card, isn't it? Anyway, guys, that is it for today. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. It wasn't the ideal 100th episode, 2 draws. But... again, it could be worse, couldn't it? So we'll be back next time. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on Monday for Moscow at home, Celtic away. 2 more huge, huge games. Hopefully we'll get the better of Rangers in the Betfred Cup as well, though I'm not too bothered if we don't. we might use that as a chance to bet in some of the new signings. And don't forget, I do have Twitch streams going on Saturday at about 2:30 British time, ready for the 3 o'clock kickoffs, and Sunday morning a Breakfast Club, 10:30, something like that. I'll send a tweet out at Aussie Villain when I'm starting. And there is a link to my Twitch down in the description as well. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.